Independent Schools Bus Rider Safety Film. This is to help each and every one of our students become familiar with a letter that will be sent home to your parents at the beginning of this school year. We are trying to educate you to be safe riders on our school buses. We want our students to be safe, and we want them to have a good school year. And we want them to have a good time here at Berea Independent Schools. And at the first of the year, you will receive a letter home to your parents. And in this letter, it will describe what the bus rider rules are. Your parents are to sign and give some information back to us and send it back to Mr. Matt Woods, our transportation director. And then the last part of this letter is the bus rider rules. And today we're going to go over that and teach you how some safety principles that will help you have a better school year and a better experience riding our school buses. Remember to always obey your bus driver. They're going to be telling you information that will keep you safe while you're coming to and from school. As you go out through our school year, there'll be 4 bus evacuation drills done. And on those drills, each and every student will be given information concerning evacuating the buses in cases of emergency. Please listen to each bus driver as we're doing that. And I know you'll learn lots of information there. So another factor that we do every year is at our bus stop. Each student is to be at the bus stop 10 minutes before the scheduled time of the bus's arrival. And as you're there, we want you to protect the area, to be safe in the area, and no excessive noise. Do not disturb the residents in that particular area. Each student is given one area to catch our bus and to get off our bus. And you cannot do so without getting written permission from your principal. And once you go to the office and get that permission, you are then to bring that note signed by the principal back to the driver, and that would give you permission to get off at a different stop. So make sure you remember those rules. Unauthorized conduct at those areas are always forbidden. And so please don't do any fighting, any roughhousing, because you could lose your balance and fall into the traffic and get hurt. So we don't want that at Berea Community. We want you to be safe, and you are future leaders here at Berea Community. Students may only use the bus stop that's nearest their residence, so make sure you're in that area. And always follow the directions as the bus driver waves you across the street in front of the bus and to load the bus. And so do not start toward the bus until you are waved to it. And wait until the bus stops completely before you walk and enter the bus. Students, make sure that this year you are following these directions at your bus stop. Then when you're on the bus, we have some more directions. So as you're entering our buses, please understand that the area nearest the bus is very unsafe, as the driver has a very difficult time seeing you in that area. So stay back away from the bus until the driver motions you on the bus and that you enter. As you do that, the bus driver may assign you a seat, and that will be your seat for that year until the bus driver changes you to another location. You have to share the seats with other students. So you have to be a good community person to make sure you share those seats. Neither the driver, monitor, or any of the students are allowed to use tobacco products on a school bus. There's no weapons, explosives, knives, or anything to be allowed and brought on the school buses. No animals are to be brought on the school bus as well. So make sure that you're doing your best of riding on the interior of the bus as well. We don't want any profanity. Obscene gestures are prohibited on the school bus. Excessive noise. We don't want to do that because we don't want to distract our driver who is trying to keep you safe. You know, we can be safe on our school buses, but we have to have cooperation from the parents, the students, the driver, and the administration of our school. So let's all work together to keep you safe on the school bus. Make sure you keep your hands and arms inside the bus at all times, as we do not want to go into an area that might allow you to hurt yourself while your arms are outside the bus area. Make sure you keep them inside. There are some unsafe conditions that might occur while riding our buses this year. Don't throw any items out of the school bus or inside the school bus. You must remain seated until your bus comes to a full stop, and then you are to stand up and exit the bus safely, not catching anything on the handrail and keeping your books and supplies from falling on the ground near the bus. There's no fighting or yelling, loud talking on the bus, because we do not want to distract our drivers. Do not damage any part of our buses. This is a new bus, so we do, but all of our buses we don't want you to damage. Take pride in them because you're a citizen of Berea Schools, and we want to take part of that and be a good community person and be a good citizen of the community and protect it. We don't want to intimidate any students on the bus. We don't want any type of harassment. You want to have a fun and safe ride to and from school, or to an athletic contest as well. Failure to carry out any instructions of the driver could make you lose your right to ride on a school bus this year. It is a privilege and not a right, so you can be suspended from riding on a bus. So if you are understanding of those rules and regulations, you will have a great year here at Berea Independent Schools. Our school bus safety is always important to us here at Berea, but there is a couple of items that I wanted to mention, and that is when this bus stops and we put the stop arm out and the lights are light it and the stop arm out, you cannot pass that bus, even on our school grounds. So don't go around it in your cars, and encourage your parents to make sure to follow those directions, because we know that you're going to have a great school year and you've got great school bus drivers, and later on in this film you will hear from them about some other procedures that will keep you safe this year. I know that you'll have a great time here at Berea this year. Make sure you follow directions of your teachers, the principals, your bus drivers, and have a super year. Good luck, Pirates.